Welcome back to our Road to 2K19 series, following my story, and in this episode we start off with 2 more college visits. I've finally narrowed down the schools that are offering me deals to 3 now. Of course there's already Miami, but here, I took a plane down to Texas, Austin, Texas, to meet with Shaka Smart, the head coach of the Longhorns. And I really liked everything I saw when I was down here. Really did. I enjoyed the city. I enjoyed the other players whenever I met them. Actually, I'm driving to their practice right now. Shaka Smart, head coach, wants me to actually be a part of their preseason practices. So this is going to be a really good experience for me. And, Shaka Smart and I actually, after the practice, we went down to a little diner down the street and actually had some one-on-one time. And he's one of the nicest people, most down-to-earth people I've ever met. But here we are. If I choose to go to Texas, he wants to give me a little insight of how the practices are going to be.
Whichever 2 guys' names I call, you're running out. Whoever gets the ball gets it. Okay? Try to score. If he misses, the other guy can get it and put it in. First one to score on this basket gets a point. Kendall Javon. Nice. Curl tight to the rim and score. Or you can curl loose to the elbow. Once you get it, you have 2 dribbles. Shot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Javon. Hey, Javon. All day long, baby. All day long. Way to put your chest on it, baby. Way to put your chest on it. What do you got to do to win this throw? You got to get it stopped. You must get it stopped to even get the ball. Good. Nice, D. Oh, that was perfect. I appreciate you guys attacking. I think you guys are doing a better job each day of playing through fatigue. We're going to be machines. We're going to work towards that. Way to work this week.
Texas on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Texas. Good work.
I loved every second of it, and I also loved even more the one-on-one time me and him had at that little place that we went and got something to eat. He's a Catholic guy, but we talked a lot about faith, and we didn't even discuss basketball while we were there. We just talked about life as a whole, and he's the type of guy I'd look up to, so I really enjoyed my time there. But out of all of the mid-major schools that were offering me deals, Rhode Island and NJIT and all those schools, I narrowed it down just to one. I had a trip to Fordham over in the Bronx, and their campus was really small, but it had a quaint feeling to it, and so was their gym. I really liked their gym, and I met their starting 5. We had a little shoot-around session, and here is Marshall Cunningham, who's actually led the Atlantic 10 in scoring last year. He taught me that. He actually told me he came to some of my games and saw me blow by guys, but guys are going to be a lot quicker at the college level, so he taught me some moves, going back and forth, creating space right there with my jump shot. Even their big men, Melvin and Ryan, taught me some moves in the post, how I need to be unpredictable. You see, here's Cunningham teaching me that I can't just blow by guys. I gotta add some more dribble moves, use the guy's weight against them, and I had a lot of fun down there. We all went around New York City as well. But eventually I had to come back, and I have a decision to make of which school I want to go to, but I'm going to let that wait until after the state championship game. It's the last time I'm going to be on the same floor as Faran, Donovan, Anthony, Nick, and even DeSean too. Here we go, just like the old days. Let's go out there and become state champions. As I'm in the layup lines, finishing at the basket, running back into line to get the rebound, I'm just looking around and I'm seeing 35,000 people watching us. I've never played in a stadium like this, but if I'm going to play at Texas, Miami, Fordham next year, I'm going to have to get used to it. So it's just a little nerve-wracking, but once I get out there, I get moving after the jump ball, and I think I'll be okay. Let's get this started. First possession of the ball game, and surprise, surprise, going to a good friend, DeSean. No matter where he is, he will find a way to score. Very next possession, I cut back door. I don't know how that one wasn't stolen, but hey, I'll take it. I actually wanted Nick to hit me on there, but he made the extra pass, and Faran got the assist instead. Now this time, they throw it inside of that big 7'1" presence they have in there, and he's going to be tough to stop, as Anthony's only 6'10", trying to match up with him. Now I'll take my man one-on-one. I cross over. Hey, kind of looked like one of the moves that Marshall Cunningham showed me right there. Draw the foul, and I step to the line. I think the biggest takeaway from this game so far is just the crowd, man. Our high school gym could barely fit, 1,000 people, and now I go from 1,000 to 35,000. Insane and nerve-wracking, but hey, I made that first free throw. Let me get on the board again to try to calm down these nerves, and I do. It's a great way to get in the flow of the game whenever you're nervous. Try to draw a foul, take it to the basket, and get some free points right there. I actually wanted Faran to cut, but instead he just takes the ball and pops it. I wanted him to take that one-on-one matchup because he had the power forward on him, but that same guy that just got jaded by Faran, he gets revenge by coming back and scoring a layup. I want Faran to go 2 for 2, however, just short. That was long by even NBA standards right there. Close game early. DeSean with another 3 right there. We are already feeling the DeSean presence he brings to the table every game. He's not a Duke commit for nothing. Swinging the ball over to me. I see the paint's wide open. I just need to get in there. But I fake like I'm going to the paint, and I do something I'm very surprised at how efficiently I've been doing it this year, is my 3-point shot. That's been a lot better than I could ever imagine. And I guess it's from all the off-season work I had, but something that's always been a part of my game is my passing. As you see right there, I somehow fit that pass into Faran, just like we've been doing all season long. Ever since we were kids, really. I somehow maneuver that dime just over the defense's outstretched hand, and that would give us a 3-point lead, but it would never be in DeSean's nature just to hand us a win like that as he comes back and jays Nick on that shot. It's 12 up right now, and we're halfway through the first. Jump shots missed by their guys. Now we have a 3-on-1, but they quickly rebound, and I get a pick from Donovan. I step back and I throw it inside to him. You have that play on lock. Donovan with his first basket finally. 14 up as we get a steal. Anthony corralling it. Ball movement on the break, and we'll just pull it out. I try another pick and roll with Donovan. This time I'm left open. They're looking for the pass, and that's just routine right there for me as I pop that one and I give us the lead. Good interior defense there. Now it's Faran getting a block. I have the 7'1" guy on me, so that would just be an easy take, as there's no way he can keep up with me. He had a pretty good contest on the layup too, but still he's just too slow. Now I go back door. I got a little mad that Faran missed me, but hey, I'll take the 3 instead of the 2. It's some basic math, But we leave DeSean wide open, just off the front rim, but his teammates there to collect it, and definitely has DeSean's back right there. Their big man who's just so skilled inside despite being 7'1". Now here's Donovan going right at that big man, and he puts that in. Donovan with 4 points. We're trying to get a steal here in the backcourt, and we do. Donnie with the steal, and hands it to me. Over to Nick for the 10-point lead. No. Just shy on the 3-point attempt. That would have been crazy. Instead, we have to settle for 7-point lead right now. Clock's ticking, though. Less than 10 seconds. DeSean shows Nick how it's done with that 3. I throw it into Donovan. He tries to get it up to Anthony with the time running down, but it ends with a turnover. So a sloppy way to end the first half with that missed jump shot, leaving DeSean open and the turnover. But hey, 4-point lead at the end of the state championship. I think we're all perfectly okay with that. See, we're shooting well from the field, and we're not rebounding as well as we could, though. It's hard with an animal inside like they have, but hey, I'm tied all scores with DeSean with 11 points. I've also tallied 3 assists as well, and I'm the player of the half as well, leading our team to the state championship. That's all I really have on my mind right now. It's funny how the decision where I'm going to play college basketball, I didn't even think about once during this game. I was just too focused on winning, man. It's That's all I really want right now. Swinging it over to Nick. That's Donovan getting the assist. Excuse me, that was actually Faran hitting that jump shot. I see he makes good on that basket right there. Now this time it's Faran getting the assist. Picking and rolling with Donovan. We're off to a hot start here in the second half. 8-point game. Now a minute and some change in. The second half off the screen. Donovan. They were running a zone there and they did not have the time to rebound after that solid screen set by Donovan, giving me the open jump shot. But then, speaking of open jump shots, we'll leave their sharpshooter open. 29-22 game. Here is Faran getting the pump fake to go. Throws it up, a prayer, and it goes. That's how you know that we are on fire right now. In the second half, Faran has always been a good finisher, but this is just ridiculous right here. Not even looking at the basket. Just floats it up there, gives it a chance, says, hey, why not give it a shot? And just like that, it's back to a 9-point game. I leave my man open, though, and he knocks that down. Way beyond the 3-point line. Good look by that 7'1" beast as Alonzo Purnell makes the 3. Donovan setting a screen, a behind-the-head look, getting the friendly bounce. I've been throwing that one a few times this year, and there's another one right there. Now an 8-point game inside. That one is no good by their center. Anthony with the rebound. He's doing the best he can in there. But I see the paint's wide open. I split a double team. I go up for a layup. No, I get blocked. I thought there should have been some free throws on that, but hey, it's okay. This time I actually do get a contest on my matchup, and I'm mad. I wanted that foul call bad, so I'm running back, but instead of taking it for the layup like they expect again, I just toss it up to Donovan. I've run that play with Faran a few times, but now there's Donovan finishing the lob this time, and we're loving it right now. Double-digit game. Another contest on the jump shot. My matchup has not been much of a threat this game. I've been locking up. Little spin move dish inside. Faran floats it over the big men, trying to block his shot in there. And now the lead has increased to 12. It's swelling right now. Faran's a little late on the closeout, however, and Lloyd Horton makes that jump shot. See, you got Horton scoring. You got that 7-for-1 guy. He's getting some buckets. Even my matchup scored a 3, but DeSean has been totally dry here in the second half so far. But there is Nick Woodson making a shot. Making a 3, in fact. Even he's scoring. You get another good contest on their outside shooting. And now here's me going to work. I take it baseline. The dish goes around to Faran. The ball movement is on key this second half. Everyone's feeling it right now. Everyone's contributing from the field on defense. But there's DeSean's first basket of the second half. That's really been the key to success, is trying to quiet him, because it's so hard to... You can't stop him, really. You have to just try to contain him, and we've done that. There we go. There's Anthony scoring in from a dime from Donovan. He gets on the board now, and look at me locking up, playing that defense, forcing my matchup to step on the out-of-bounds line. Now this is just too easy right here. 7-for-1 guy just can't keep up with me. 49-32 game. We're on a run. But if you thought that these guys were going to go away without a fight, then you obviously don't know the makeup of this team. A little flick outside to DeSean. He's starting to get on the board more frequently now here in the second half. Is it too little, too late? Let's see. But there's a lob. They're trying to answer our lob right there from almost half court. I was surprised to see DeSean wasn't the one going to throw that down. It looked like he was going to go for it, but Horton stole it from him. But now here is DeSean blowing by Nick Woodson with the killer crossover between the legs, and there's another finish. We're trying anything we can to try to seal this state championship. I take it one-on-one. Help defense comes, so I see Anthony just sitting there wide open from that mid-range shot that he loves so much. Now coming off the screens, DeSean. Nick leaves him open, and this shot would make it less than double digits. Would not be a single-digit game here. 1:20 left. Moving the ball around the perimeter, I try to get a hand up, but it's just too late. We're doing anything we can to try to stop this late comeback bid. Donovan doing anything he can. Excuse me. 14 points from today. He's been so key. He's been great from the field, 70%. But look at this pass. Off the inbound immediately, that one goes into DeSean. DeSean is still kicking. He's trying to pull a T-Mac right here. He's trying to score all these points in the last couple minutes of the game. But it would just be too little too late. This is my last basket I would score as a Brooklyn high school Demon. And that would be the game right there. This would seal it. A crafty finish over their whole defense, and we beat these guys not just once, but twice. 55-47 is your final. I can't believe we done it. We've come so far from the beginning of the year. I remember the first game of the year, I shot 3 of 12, only had 8 points. But now look at me. Went from a 1-star, 2-star recruit. Now I'm up to, I just been upgraded to a 4-star recruit. I'm up there with my other teammates. You see, Anthony knows who should win the MVP of this game. We can't celebrate just yet, though. We gotta definitely show our respect to these guys. DeSean, Horton, their Goliath inside, Alonzo Purnell. All these guys can ball and will have successful college careers. But finally, after the shaking of hands and telling everybody good game, it's about time we started to celebrate. And we should, really. Only one loss throughout the whole year. But now I only have one decision to make. And that is, where do I want to play ball? What uniform do I want to rock? Where should I go for my college career? I already know where I want to go, but I'll let you guys have a little suspense. I finished this game with 17-9, only 1 turnover, 7 of 11 from the field, and I really showed the type of point guard I can be. I can not only be one type of player, but I can be two. You see DeSean putting up 23 points in a very heroic effort, but could just not seal the deal. But like I was saying, I really showed what type of point guard I could be here. In the first half, I was scoring. 7 field goals made overall. I made a 3 as well from the right wing, but in the second half, I really calmed it down and I was more of a playmaking point guard. Try to control the tempo, control the clock, and I had 6 out of my 9 assists in the second half, but one decision remains. Here we go.
Everything around me. Cash flows everything around me. To the New York state of mind. Cash flows everything around me. Nothing's equivalent to the New York state of mind. Puzzle as I backtracked in earlier times. Nothing's equivalent to the New York state of mind.
Crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive with no job, had second hands. Moms bounced on old men. So then we moved to Shaolin land. A young youth, you're rocking the go-to. No goose, only way I begin to G-York was drug loot. And let's start it like this, son. Rolling with this one and that one. Pulling out gas for fun. But it was just a dream for the team who was a fiend. Started smoking moves at 16. And running up in gates and doing hits for high stakes. Making my way on fire escapes. My life got no better. Same damn low sweater. Times is rough and tough like leather. Figured out I went the wrong route. So I got with a sick tight click and went all out.
I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death. Everything around. I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death. Everything around. I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death. I lay puzzle as I backtrack New York state of mind.